Well, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us. It's great to be here with my colleague, Brad Halbrook, as well as the business owner, Ryan Garrett. And so anyway, thank you for coming. And my name is Chris Miller. I'm the state representative for the 101st District, and I'm also the chairman of the Illinois Freedom Caucus. We're here today to draw attention to an issue that faces countless working families and small businesses here in the great state of Illinois. Thousands of people have received their utility bill, which is set to reflect anywhere from a 20% to a 40% increase in their electric prices. For many families and businesses, this is going to bust the budget, leaving them with difficult choices of whether to cool their homes and their businesses or whether to feed their families. In many cases, from the phone calls we received, many of these bills are the equivalent to another mortgage payment. Today, it's very important for y'all to know that we have very low IQ people running our state. And unfortunately, this is a bipartisan issue. The prices we see on your electric bill are the product of failed, disastrous public policy being forced by Governor Pritzker, the failed Biden-Harris administration, the Democrats in Springfield, and the woke green bad deal mafia. The pretenders have destroyed energy independence, taken the power generation off the grid, and set us back years in reliability, all in the name of worshiping the green goddess. And let me be clear about one thing. Losers always play the blame game. And the Biden and Harris administration, as well as the Pritzker administration, have a severe case of Trump derangement syndrome, and they're trying to blame our current president on the mess that created. And let me be very clear, Donald Trump didn't create this mess, but he's doing everything within his power to kind of clean it up. And we all know that inflation is driven by all of this green energy crap they're trying to force down our throat. This has to stop, or we'll be facing even more costs and increases just like you see today. We must repeal CEJA. And when you dissect this bill, there's a reason why the people have nicknamed the Capitol in Springfield the Bad Idea Factory. It's just because of stuff like this. We have to repeal CEJA because there's no way to fix it. There's no way to amendment, and this bill needs to go straight in the garbage. We need to unchain as well as unburden coal, natural gas, nuclear energy, and return to cheap, affordable, reliable energy to power our grid. And finally, we must stop pretending like solar panels and wind turbines are going to save the world. There are not enough Chinese solar panels to connect to our power grid to replace our affordability and reliability options that we currently have. And if the Democrats keep trying if they keep continuing to promote this green energy scam, families will be leaving Illinois and business will be closing. And that, my friends, is the unvarnished truth. I would like now to bring up Ryan Garrett, the owner of Embarras Bar and Grill here where we are today. Ryan received his latest utility bill, as you can see here, is approximately $3,000, an increase of over $1,000 in just 1 month in a year. And if you look back over the years, this is a massive increase from what it was. Ryan is here today to talk about how not only this cost, but other issues in Illinois are making it hard to run a successful small business in the state of Illinois. So, Ryan?
Thank you to Chris and Brad for coming in here. I'm obviously not a politician. I'm in the burger and beer business, so I don't prepare speeches and stuff, so here we go. Yeah, you get a $3,000 bill when you're not really expecting it. It raises your costs. 1 month or $1,000 in a month. You can't budget for that. You can't plan for that, and then it has a trickle-down effect. We're at the point where we've had to cut back on hours of some of our employees and take up those hours ourselves because we can't, keep up with payroll to pay that stuff. And it seems like it always trickles down to the little guy, like us, because your big companies like your food suppliers, your things like that, they're not going to take a loss. So it all comes down to me. And then what happens is I can't just raise the prices on my customers. They're in the same situation we are, and so when it comes down to me, we're kind of where the thing ends. It stops with us, and it hurts everybody. And then we don't have the customers that don't have the extra money to come out and get the burgers and beers. So that's where we are. So I appreciate you guys coming in today, and let Brad take it from here.
Thank you, Ryan. I'm Brad Halbrook, 107th District, Shelbyville, member of the Illinois Freedom Caucus. As you've already heard, Illinois is screaming into an energy crisis, and let's be clear, this crisis just didn't happen. It was engineered right in Springfield by politicians more concerned with green talking points than with reality. Despite what Governor Pritzker may claim, this problem is of our own making, as the Chicago Tribune recently put it, and I quote, "At least in Illinois, where Pritzker spearheaded the 2021 Climate and Equitable Jobs Act, CEJA, the governor owns these electricity woes, whether he likes it or not," unquote. I couldn't agree more. Back in May, my colleagues and I asked for a joint hearing of the Energy Committee, the House Energy and Senate Energy Committee. We wanted action before the summer heat was going to hit. Ameren had already warned of price hikes of 18 to 22% because the capacity auction rates had went from $10 per megawatt day to over $666 per megawatt day from the spring capacity auction. We rang the alarm. The Democrats hit the snooze button. Now, Ameren and ComEd customers are seeing double and triple-digit bill increases. Capacity shortfalls are creating market chaos, and ratepayers are paying the price. And now, yet another scandal. An audit just revealed that the very agency tasked with implementing CEJA has utterly failed to meet its so-called social equity goals. These were the glossy promises used to sell CEJA in the first place. Nothing more than political window dressing. And now these promises have crumbled. CEJA isn't just an economic failure, it's a moral failure. The very communities the governor and his allies claim to help have been abandoned. Under CEJA and its predecessor, FEJA, the Future Energy Jobs Act of 2016, Illinois has been shutting down affordable, reliable coal and natural gas plants, sources that actually work and are critical to grid stability. But why? To appease the climate alarmists who think we can power Illinois with windmills and wishful thinking. The result? Jobs were eliminated, rates are skyrocketing, the entire energy system is destabilized. This was completely predictable and was predicted in 2021. And it gets worse than that. The Illinois manufacturers, the Local 150, and many other leaders across the state of Illinois are now warning that this forced march towards full electrification could cost over $1 trillion by the year 2050 and push residential rates and residential energy bills up by more than 2,000%. That's not just unsustainable, it's insanity. And this isn't some far-off threat, it's here. If you think your ComEd and Ameren bill doubling and tripling is bad, it is, but just wait. We're only at the beginning unless we change course now. CEJA isn't a climate solution, it's a taxpayer-funded political science project for green zealots. It's ideological extremists who confuse activism with sound policy. It's collapsing under its own weight, and it's dragging working families down with it. We need the adults in the room. We as Republicans are ready to come to the table to craft a new energy policy, one that prioritizes access, capacity, and affordability. A policy that works for seniors, for schools, hospitals, small business, homeowners, and our future economy. Not one written by lobbyists and left-wing think tanks. Illinoisans deserve better. They deserve reliable, affordable power. And if Democrats won't act before the blackouts hit, then the people of the state will know exactly who to blame. And with that, we thank you for your attendance, and we're willing to take some questions. Thank you.